everyone, what's up? My name is Joss and welcome back to my channel squibblesreads. Today I'm going to be going through a few of the books on my TBR that are in the sci-fi genre, and yes, you heard me right, they are all in the sci-fi genre. If you've been with me for a while, you will know that that is not typically a genre that I gravitate towards, but I have this massive test that basically my whole academic life depends on in a couple weeks, and I'm like, if I can go to outer space, even just for a little bit, that'll be okay. But yeah, literally, I've been eyeing up these books for quite a while right now, and maybe making this video will actually compel me to pick them up. Also, I apologize in advance if the way that I describe the books is a little bit strange or if I butcher them. It's sometimes really hard to figure out what's going on in sci-fi and fantasy books from just the blurb because there is so much world building that actually goes on in the actual book. Okay, that's enough rambling, let's just do it. The first book on my TBR is Planetfall by Emma Newman. We have our protagonist Renata, and she is a colonist on the alien planet. She meets a person who is apparently the grandson of kind of the pioneer of this planet. Ren has been around since the first Planetfall, which is, I think, is kind of the birth or the beginning of the planet, and something happens that threatens the stability of the colony on the planet now. What drew me to this is that multiple reviewers commented on how beautiful and melodic the language was, and how flawed and genuine the characters seemed because of the way that they were described, and y'all know that that is something that I really, really enjoy. Next we have Binti by Nnedi Okorafor. This has been on my TBR for a long time, but we have a girl whose name is Binti, and she is part of the Himba people, and she's the first of the Himba people to be offered a spot at Umza University. But there is a catch, and in order to do so, she has to give up her place in the family in order to go out and travel and associate with people who have different beliefs and values than she does. This university is at war with an alien race that's called the Meduse, or the Medusa. It's like Medusa with an E instead of an A at the end, and basically all Binti is trying to do is not die and get an education, I think, which is sounding like what I'm trying to do, not die and get an education. Okay, moving on. The next book I picked up in a previous haul, and that book is Wool by Hugh Howey. The blurb is especially vague and ominous, so I took to the Google machine to try and figure out what this book is about. I think it's set on Earth in a post-apocalyptic society where the human race is trying to hang on a lot of feet beneath the surface of the Earth. This place is called the Silo, and I think it is a city, and this book is in a series, and I believe that further on in the series it kind of reveals all of the secrets about how the Silo came to be and kind of the backstory. Next we have a novella by Zen Cho, who wrote Sorcerer to the Crown, which is another fantasy book that I've had my eye on. This one is called The Terracotta Bride. It's pretty short, it's only around 55 pages. It kind of toes the line between fantasy and historical fiction and sci-fi. It's blurbed as the tale of first love, bad theology, and robot reincarnation in the Chinese afterlife, and there is an artificial woman that is made solely of terracotta, and it is set in the 10th court of hell. But seriously, I really want to read this novella or just something by Zen Cho. This book is another one that I've hauled previously and I've seen going around a lot. This is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I've never had anyone describe this to me in a way that I actually understood. My partner just finished this book, so I asked my partner to describe it for me so I could blurb it for this video. This is what we came up with. It is about a tunneling ship on which there is a crew of creatures that are all interspecies. Each of them are from different corners of the galaxy and have their own secrets and issues. There was something more dramatic that my partner added here, and I was like, no honey, stop, that's enough, thank you. Last book that I'm going to talk about is called The Stars Change by Marianne Mohanraj. This is an erotic science fiction novel that takes place on a South Asian planet at the University of All Worlds, and they are on the brink of some interstellar war. It is about what all these people and aliens are going to do in this time of distress and how the interconnections between all the interpersonal relationships work out. The blurb says that it is part space opera and part literary mosaic of story, poem, and art, which I think sounds pretty cool. That is it for this video. Please let me know any sci-fi books that you guys have read lately, or if you are interested in any of these, in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!